Hello everyone, welcome back to a Graphic 45 brand ambassador project. Now you may have seen these on the Graphic 45 channel or in the shop or even on TV. These are the new Graphic 45 binder albums. So it comes ready assembled with a nice ring binder so that you can take your pages out, you can change the order as you wish. Now, in my tutorial, what I'm going to do is just take you through the basics of assembling. So I've used some of the 12 by 12 collection and the patterns and solids and ephemera. So my cover has been made using some of the Graphic 45 black chipboard, which I've covered in this lovely brown from the patterns and solids, and then taken one of the journal cards from the collection and some of the ephemera then to add some interest behind and in front. And I've used some 3D glue gel, so it's all very 3D and dimensional. So this project is going to be showing you the basics of putting it together and how you can make the most out of your 12 by 12 papers to get some nice coverage on your pages. So I do maximize it and manage to get some edge to edge. So we haven't got these large strips of the cream cardstock showing. And it's all then just using some nice basic pocket assembly. So I do show you how to make these pockets in the pages. I didn't show you how to do the cover one, but the technique is exactly the same as what we do for the pages. So I've got one of the journal cards here just to start off my album. As I said, I could change this and have that as my front page, and you can go through, if you're not happy with the order, changing them up. So you've got these nice little divider pages. We've got some flips and flaps as well. But I do like this autumn greetings paper. This brown is just lovely, especially with this cream cardstock. So the first page layout we've got is this side opening flap. So I've kept it nice and simple, but what you can see if you come closely are some little holes here. So I have got space for 5 by 7 photo here and a photo mat. So let's have a look if I can get a, here, let's take one from this page. It's a black one because you can just take them out afterwards. So a 5 by 7 photo will just fit straight in like so. So I've used my Cool Cats photo slot dies to do this bit. And this 12 by 12 paper does go all the way across here and all the way to here. So if you didn't want to add a pocket, you've still got full coverage. And you can see inside the pocket, the paper does go all the way down. And just a little piece of ephemera then from the ephemera collection. I could have added another photo space there, but because this is my first page, I decided to decorate this one. But you'll see later on, they're a bit plainer. So in the tutorial, that'll be the first part. And again, I got photo slots here for another 5 by 7 photo there. Then the second one was a page where there's a flap coming down. So I altered it, and I show you in the tutorial, to have it lifting up. And I've got the same pages or papers going across to get some nice flow. And some more of the patterns are solid. So as you can see, I've kept a very orangey theme in this bit. And again, I've got a pocket here, and I've got 5 by 7 photo slots cut into that, and a pocket on the front. As I said, I didn't go any more complicated than photo slots and simple pockets. And these pockets are really easy to make, as you will see in the tutorial. And again, just a 5 by 7 photo slot again. So lovely space for photos. Plenty of photos in this one, and obviously pockets can hold more than one photo. And then this is the third style of page, which has got a built-in pocket. It's already done, and this divider. And on the back then, we have another pocket. So both these pockets are already attached to the page. I didn't have to do anything except decorate. So that's a really nice, easy, simple page to make. And then we have these single pages then, and I've just decorated them nice and simply with photo slots, 5x7 photo slots again, using some of the scraps up. So you can take a piece of paper across the back or front and use the other, and then just use a scrap which we've got left over from some of the other pages to finish it off. So there's a nice combination of both styles in this album. So we've gone through the oranges, and now I've moved into the greens. So we've got this white and orange just to bridge over. And one of my favourite pages here. I love this paper. Again, photo slots, and another photo slot. No pocket on this one because I just absolutely love the paper. And again, 5x7 photo slot. And another of those single pages with 5x7 photo slot there. And using those scrap bits, and these bits are leftovers from the main pages. So bringing in some more of the browns now to go with the greens. And this is the upwards one. This time, no pocket, just photo slots. You can just mix and match as you go along. And a piece of the ephemera, that fox just had to be used again. Loved him on the cover, loving him on the inside. So again, taking this paper, continuing it across, and bringing in some more of the brown and more of the ephemera into these pocket pages with that divider piece. And here we are, we've got some 5x7 journal cards in that pocket. And again, those single pages, using up those strips and the leftover pieces, and then using more just to do a complete page. And then we've moved into the reds. These are the ones I'm going to do in the tutorial. So, lovely page again. And again, this is just a photo slot, so you can keep it nice and plain, or you can add pockets. So I think I do love the combination of the plain and the text pages, like so. And then my final little 2 pocket ones with some extra ephemera with that little fawn and some text. And again, just keeping those reds going, bringing in some of the greens to tie everything in. I still got to decorate one more page left. And then at the end, just another pocket. And as you can see, I have got one of the G45 tags, which fit in any of these little pockets. And the great thing about this is you can actually decorate both sides of a tag using the waist from your 12x12. So we use the base of the 12x12 here, but along the top, as long as it's not a directional paper, you can cut 2 of these from the waist. But I actually used the waist to make my star closing treat pocket. So if you haven't seen that, have a look on my YouTube channel for my autumn greetings star topped treat holders. So thank you for watching this quick little walkthrough. I hope you enjoy the tutorials too. Have a look in the description below for a link to the tutorials, and enjoy my Graphic 45 projects. Leave a comment, hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. See you all again soon.